I've seen your videos, and I rate the way that you're able to speak about topics and communicate your points and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be quite a good idea to speak about some of the news that is happening right now within Scottish football and that as well. And I want to speak a wee bit about Neil Lennon and the treatment that he has received in the derby there, the Edinburgh Derby. So basically, if you don't know and you're watching at home, Hearts scored a 90th minute goal that was ruled offside. Hearts fans were celebrating. It was ruled offside. Neil Lennon turns to them, starts to make gestures. He's happy, obviously, and he's making gestures towards the fans. One fan then proceeds to obviously smack him with a coin. He falls and he's really upset about it. I just wanted to get your opinion on the whole situation, because I know you're a big Neil Lennon fan. But what's your opinions on it? Because I'll let you go first actually. What's your opinions on it?
Well, specifically the scenario today with Edinburgh Derby is... I mean, there's so many things within that derby as well that I feel like, the goalkeeper getting punched in that apparently. And
that was disgusting as well.
I mean, there's no need for a lot of things to happen in a football game, but I mean, right, we know Neil Lennon. Neil Lennon is a very, very animated guy, and he likes to, when he feels he likes to try and get back, and we know it.
So do you see that Neil Lennon is noising the fans up? Because I seen in an interview with Jim White and I think chairman or chief exec or something like that, there was an interview with they two, and she said that she didn't think he was goading the supporters. So do you agree with that or disagree? Is he noising them up, or is he just...
See, this is see if it was just sporadically he turns into the fans and done whatever, then I would see it. It is not. It's a hard one to describe for me, because this is a guy who needs to sit through 90 minutes of football and get absolute pelters, and it's not pleasant. None of it's pleasant. And I feel like every fan can be guilty. Like everybody gets their share. Chris Boyd gets called fat. Alan McGregor
different people get certain stuff.
Players get, exactly. Everybody gets done for something. So, but Neil Lennon sits there for 90 minutes, and I feel like sometimes they should just do the right thing and do what a lot of people do, and is just ignore it or whatever.
But he's not that sort of character.
He's not going. And quite right. Sometimes it's like I can understand people who do not like Neil Lennon, because it'd be easy for me on the other side. I could look at somebody who might be the exact same scenario and do the same thing, and I'd maybe turn and say, no, he's a bandpot. I understand why people might not like Neil Lennon, but I feel like for a guy who has to sit through 90 minutes of sectarianist abuse and everything else and all these threats and that, for him to turn round and maybe have a slight jeer at the fans, I feel like it gets blown so much for him, because I was at the Celtic Kilmarnock game at Rugby Park last month, and Chris Boyd's walking around down his training regime as he was on the bench last season, and he's getting the you fat.
He gets everything.
Everything, and Chris Boyd was getting it back. But BT don't show this, and BT don't, but nobody really cared. Like, no Celtic fan felt the need to scalp him with a coin, and he's just kind of sitting there going and this and that and laughing and all that. But the minute Neil Lennon does it, it's because his character gets blown a wee bit for the guy.
I think there's a lot of people that look at it upon, and they look at him, they say, right, you're a professional, so you should be conducting yourself in a professional manner. Him, in my opinion, goading the fans for the outside looking in is quite funny. Do you know what I mean? He's done it at Ibrox as well. But you go mental, see when it's happening to your supporters.
Exactly.
You take a different view from it, and maybe you're a bit hypocritical in a sense. So when I see him doing it to Hearts, I'm like, that's a bit funny. Do you know what I mean? And you look at it from a completely different point of view. He's a wee bit of a pantomime villain, and the way that he does it, so he's done it against Rangers at running down the touchline, he's done it doing all this, and that's just his character, right? And he's never going to change. He's going to be a manager that is completely emotionally invested in everything, makes comments. I mean, just last week he was saying that they exposed Celtic. Celtic fans could have came out and reacted negatively to that. I didn't see much of it myself. But he's just that type of character, isn't he?
It's a guy who's been living in Scotland and so heavily related with Scottish football for 18 years now, and he's not had it easy since day one. The day he made his debut for Celtic.
Well, to go through the timeline, right? So he's a Northern Irishman who obviously decided to play for Celtic, and that he's a Catholic. That's his religion. He's made the move to Celtic. He was a captain. He was a fiery player. he was a player that everybody hated for the opposition fans, because he would give it, he would give it a bit, do you know what I mean? And he would be in people's faces and that. Do you think that it's down to him being a Catholic that he's treated the way he is? Because I'm seeing a lot of stuff coming out saying that's the reason. But I think then when you look through different players that were Catholics that haven't had the same abuse, like your Niall McGinn, he doesn't do the stuff that Neil Lennon does, and he's kind of in a similar viewpoint from him.
I think that's exactly it. I think originally, especially, I don't feel like sectarianism and the hatred for religion and that is...
Because we're getting into crazy territories here. For him to be singled out for his religion in this sense, that's crazy territories.
I feel like it's not as bad now, specifically for that, than what it could have been back, like say, 2000. I feel like originally that could have been an idea and a reason for opposition fans and such to look at him, but I feel like along these 18 years, the way he's been a player, the way he's been so animated, and that it just kind of adds on, and it gives people maybe a reason to think and build a kind of hatred towards the guy. So I feel like originally, you could say maybe that was the reason. Maybe it was because he's a Catholic. People were just like, you know what? Let's
hate on him.
Let's hate on him. But I feel like the way that he's acted in certain scenarios certainly hasn't helped him, and people have just went, no, do you what? Fuck him. That sort of thing. So.
And in my opinion, that doesn't warrant being hit by a coin. It doesn't warrant a fan running on the pitch trying to attack him, and it doesn't warrant bomb threats and bombs being sent to his door.
This is when Neil Lennon turns into the fans and he gives it a anything at all. It gets criticised for every form of outlet there is possible. But you got to remember, this is a guy who's generally had bullets sent through his door, he's had bombs sent through his door, he's been terrorised at terraces, and for him to be scalped with a coin just because he's turned around and had a wee bit of a kind of jeer, it's unfair in my eyes, but it's the way some fans are just plain idiots, and there's no denying about that. And that's it. There's Celtic fans who are idiots, there's Rangers fans who are idiots. You're always going to get one. There's no need to throw anything at anybody within a game of football.
Nah.
But he's a guy who gets...
He's an easy target, but he doesn't need to sell any favours.
That's exactly it. I feel like sometimes he probably could help the scenario, but I mean, did you hear his comments after the game? I thought they were quite funny. I did enjoy it. He's like, I must have plenty of money, it was a £1 coin, stuff like that. I think he's got a sense of humour around a lot of it, but I can understand his frustrations and why sometimes he feels like he just turns around to the fans and do stuff like that. I can understand, and I sympathise for the guy a lot, because he's had to deal with so much since he's came to Scotland, so much.
Something that I've seen as well is an interesting point, and it's the fact that, see when he's done it at Ibrox or that, yes, people have shouted and that, but in my recollection, nobody's actually took it upon themselves to kind of run on the pitch, throw stuff in that. It's happened twice.
The one time somebody tried to attack him, they ran down onto the...
That was at Hearts.
Oh, was that at Hearts?
Aye.
I thought it was at Ibrox.
No, I believe that was at Hearts, mate. That was at Hearts when he was a Celtic manager. It was a Hearts fan. It's just the Hearts fans, we're not blaming it on any club here, but the Hearts fans fucking hate him.
It's never the club's fault or anything like that, it's never even this... I always feel bad when I turn around and see when people generalise fans, like a whole set of fans, because of one person's or one group's actions. It really does my head in. I would never turn around and say...
It's always a minority, and you're always going to get an idiot in every single
I'm never going to turn around and go like that, or I hate every single Rangers fan. As much as maybe a 90 minutes on Old Firm Day might say otherwise, I'm never going to turn around and go, I hate every single Rangers fan because of one idiot saying this or one idiot doing that. I hate it. That's what I'm... Continue what you were saying anyway with the two incidents.
So basically, I wanted to make the correlation between the fact that it's never really happened at Ibrox, even though he's notoriously known for his antics, and it's happened, at Tynecastle. It's quite interesting that, and I think maybe you can't stop. I think you can prevent a fan from running on the pitch and attacking. You can't really prevent a fan from throwing a coin. So I feel sorry for Hearts, and Hearts have come out and said that they don't condone it. But also you touched a wee bit upon the Hibs, the Hearts goalkeeper being punched, which that's crazy in itself as well, and I think it puts a real negative light on Scottish football when these scenes are happening, especially in the wake that there wasn't going to be any English Premiership games on that night, so probably most of the UK had their eyes on the Scottish football. If they were interested in football, they'd been watching Edinburgh Derby, they'd been watching Celtic and Dundee. So it was quite embarrassing in that sense that this transpired, and which was promising and could have been an absolute epic game, because Hearts and Hibs are in tremendous form. Hearts haven't been in this situation in a long time, if ever.
And then look at Hibs. Hibs have just literally 2 years back for spending what 3 seasons or 2 seasons in the second division. I mean, it's a really good time for Scottish football on that note. But for all that to transpire, as you said, it's
pretty embarrassing.
Disappointing and embarrassing, exactly. And it just comes back to, once again, you're going to get idiots who just feel like they need to, I don't know, get a spotlight on them, get some attention.